On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Soundscape.
The overall sound environment of a particular area or place.
Examples:
Soundscape music. Tranquil soundscape. The soundscape of the city was a symphony of car horns and chatter.
Ant.
A very small insect that lives under the ground or in a mound in highly organized groups.
Examples:
A white ant. Ant bite. We can find many large ant mounds in this area.
Insect.
Any small creature that has 6 legs and a body divided into 3 sections.
Examples:
Insect antenna. Insect biology. These insects are more prevalent above a certain latitude.
Larva.
The immature free-living form of insect or an animal, which at hatching from the egg, is fundamentally unlike its parent and must metamorphose.
Examples:
Larva of a butterfly. A moth larva. The butterfly emerged from its larva stage.
Anemone.
A type of flowering plant that has bright, showy flowers and typically blooms in the spring. A marine creature that resembles flowers but has oral rings of tentacles.
Examples:
Anemone flower. European anemone. The beautiful anemones swayed gently in the ocean current.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the Earth.
Temperate.
Mild or moderate in temperature or climate, exhibiting self-restraint, particularly about the consumption of food, drink, or other indulgences, showing moderation or restraint in behavior or attitude.
Examples:
Temperate grassland. Temperate behavior. The temperate climate of the region made it an ideal vacation spot.
Vibrant.
Full of energy, life, and enthusiasm.
Examples:
A city vibrant with life. variety of vibrant colors. A vibrant private sector is crucial for economic growth.
Orchestra.
A large group of musicians who play classical music together, usually with instruments such as strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion.
Examples:
Full orchestra. Orchestra conductor. The accomplished orchestra will give 2 more performances this week.
Instantaneous.
Occurring or happening immediately or without delay, taking place in an instant or moment.
Examples:
Instantaneous reaction. Instantaneous message. The new software provides instantaneous results, making it much more efficient than the previous version.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Amphibian.
A cold-blooded animal that can live both on land and in water.
Examples:
Amphibian species. Amphibian habitat. Scientists are concerned about the rapid decline in amphibian populations around the world.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Phonetic.
Of or relating to speech sounds or scientific study of speech sound.
Examples:
Phonetic spelling. Phonetic sounds. A phonetic symbol for each word is listed before the definition.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Stream.
A small, narrow river, a continuous flow of something, such as liquid, gas, people, vehicles, etc.
Examples:
The stream of time. An endless stream of cars. Jet streams are the common name for air currents that form high in the atmosphere.
Shore.
The land along the edge of a sea, lake, broad river, or other large body of water. Verb, to support by placing against something solid or rigid.
Examples:
A sandy shore. Shore up demand. The waves are beating against the shore.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Anthropology.
The scientific study of humanity, concerned with human behavior, human biology, cultures, societies, and linguistics in both the present and past, including past human species.
Examples:
Social anthropology. Anthropology of religion. The areas of anthropology and psychology are significantly related to one another.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Incoherent.
Expressed or formulated without clarity or logic, lacking cohesion or connection, disjointed or rambling in speech or writing.
Examples:
Incoherent speech. Incoherent thoughts. The speaker's incoherent rambling made it difficult for the audience to understand the message.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Worthless.
Having no value or usefulness, not worth considering.
Examples:
Worthless stock. Worthless coin. The product was found to be worthless as it failed to meet the customer's expectations.
Artifact.
A person-made object, especially one of historical or cultural interest.
Examples:
Paleolithic artifacts. Peruvian artifacts. The museum has a vast collection of Greek artifacts.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Fragment.
A small piece or part broken off or detached.
Examples:
Fragment of a text. A broken fragment. The archaeologist carefully pieced together the tiny fragments of pottery found at the dig site.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Magnificence.
The quality or state of being extremely good, beautiful, or deserving to be admired.
Examples:
Incomparable magnificence. The magnificence of classical music. The magnificence of the palace was breathtaking.
Symphony.
A long musical composition in Western classical music for orchestra, usually with 3 or 4 main parts called movements.
Examples:
A symphony orchestra. A beautiful symphony. The frequent performances of the symphony prove its popularity.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Violin.
A 4-stringed wooden musical instrument held against the neck and played by passing a bow across the strings.
Examples:
Violin soloist. Play the violin. The cello is a member of the violin family.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Holistic.
Relating to or dealing with the whole of something rather than just its parts.
Examples:
Holistic education. Develop a holistic vision. The holistic approach to healthcare considers the person's physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Soundtrack.
The recorded audio that accompanies a movie, television program, or video game.
Examples:
Soundtrack album. A motion picture with a soundtrack. The soundtrack to the movie was composed by a famous musician.
Installation.
The act or process of fixing furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used. The act or process of putting into an office or a position.
Examples:
Installation fee. A medical installation. The Queen attested the installation of state ministers to their portfolios.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
a brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Arch.
A curved structure with two supports that holds the weight of something above it, such as a bridge or the upper part of a building.
Examples:
the arch of a person's foot. An arch-shaped stone structure. The arch bears the weight of the overhead bridge.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Density.
The quality of compactness of a substance.
Examples:
population density. Higher pixel density. Do you know the density of the population in Hong Kong?
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
the diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Typify.
To be a typical example of, to represent or serve as an example of something.
Examples:
typify a generation. Typify a stereotype. These flowers typify the beauty of spring.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Unlock.
To open something, such as a door, window, etc., usually using a key.
Examples:
unlock a door with a key. Unlock value. The customs officer required the traveler to unlock his suitcase. Universe. Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Meadow.
A field of grass and wildflowers, especially one used for hay.
Examples:
Graze in the meadow. Lowland meadow. The lush meadow was covered in wildflowers.
Altitude.
The height of an object or point in relation to sea level or ground level.
Examples:
The meridian altitude. Low altitude. The plane flew at a high altitude to avoid turbulence.
Convinced.
Completely certain about something, having a strong belief or conviction in a particular religion.
Examples:
Convinced of the idea. Convinced criminal. The public is convinced that the Prime Minister has committed fraud.
Resident.
A person who lives in a particular place or has their home in a place.
Examples:
A resident of the city. Resident tax. Visa renewal for resident foreigners in this country is once every 5 years.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Clear-cut.
Defined or delimited sharply and distinctly, easily seen or understood, without ambiguity or confusion.
Examples:
Clear-cut evidence. Clear-cut definition. The clear-cut instructions made the task simple and easy to follow.
Permission.
Consent or authorization given by someone in authority or by the owner of something, allowing someone to do something or allowing something to occur.
Examples:
Grant permission. Permission for permanent residence. I asked my boss for permission to leave early for a doctor's appointment.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Gear.
A toothed wheel that engages another toothed mechanism to change the speed or direction of transmitted motion, a set of tools, equipment, or other items for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Sports gear. A gear change lever. She checked her gear before embarking on the hike.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Chorus.
A group of singers or speakers who perform together, typically in a musical or dramatic production, the part of a song where a soloist is joined by a group of singers.
Examples:
A mixed chorus. A quintet chorus. The chorus of the song was catchy and easily memorized.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Protocol.
A set of rules or procedures for transmitting data or conducting a process or activity, especially in computer networks or scientific experiments, the initial or original version of an agreement.
Examples:
Draft a protocol. Protocol breach. The company has a strict protocol for handling sensitive information to ensure security.
Calibrate.
To measure or adjust something, typically a machine or device, to ensure accurate functioning or to match a standard or desired level of performance.
Examples:
Calibrate machinery. Calibrate measurements. It's important to calibrate the equipment regularly to ensure accurate results.
Baseline.
A starting point or minimum for comparing facts, the backline bounding each end of a tennis or handball court.
Examples:
Baseline budget. Establish a baseline. The products they sell are the baseline for performance in the industry.
Spectrogram.
A graph or visual representation depicting the frequency and intensity of sound waves or other signals over time.
Examples:
Spectrogram analysis. Acoustic spectrogram. The software program allowed users to generate spectrograms of their recorded audio files for analysis.
Graphic.
Relating to visual art or involving the use of diagrams or illustrations, very clear and powerful.
Examples:
Graphic design. A graphic description of an accident. The graphic novel was a masterpiece with stunning illustrations that brought the story to life.
Illustration.
A picture or diagram in a book, magazine, or newspaper that is used to explain or decorate the text, the act or process of explaining something.
Examples:
educational illustration, illustration artist. The illustration in the book helped me understand the concept better.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Frequency.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
frequency band, high frequency. The oscillator hunts for the correct frequency.
Woodpecker.
A type of bird characterized by its habit of tapping or drumming against tree trunks with its strong beak, known for its ability to excavate holes in tree trunks and branches for nesting and foraging purposes.
Examples:
woodpecker nest, woodpecker feeding. I spotted a woodpecker drilling for insects in the trunk of an old oak tree.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
a perspective view, perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Tide.
The cyclical rise and fall of sea level caused by the moon's gravitational pull.
Examples:
tide cycle. Ride the tide of change. Red tide is often harmful to the local ecosystem.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
a remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Jellyfish.
A marine creature with a soft, jelly-like body and tentacles for stinging.
Examples:
spineless jellyfish. Jellyfish sting. The beach was filled with hundreds of jellyfish, so swimming was not recommended.
Hydrophone.
A device used to detect and analyze sound waves in water, typically used for underwater acoustics research, sonar systems, or underwater surveillance.
Examples:
Deep-sea hydrophone. Hydrophone sensor. The military uses hydrophones for underwater surveillance and communication.
Underwater.
Below or under the surface of the water.
Examples:
Hold my breath underwater. Seals sleep underwater. He is good at swimming underwater.
Microphone.
A device that converts sound into an electrical signal used for recording sounds or making the voice louder.
Examples:
Microphone cable. Built-in microphone. The interviewer asked him to speak into the microphone.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Critter.
A small or unimportant creature or animal, often used in a familiar or affectionate way.
Examples:
Cute critter. Wild critter. During their camping trip, the kids were excited to go critter hunting in the woods.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Belly.
The front part of the body below the chest, containing the stomach and bowels, the rounded or curved part of an object, such as a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
The belly of the ship. With an empty belly. She had a tattoo just above her belly button.
Tentacle.
A flexible, mobile, and long arm-like organ used for feeling and holding things, catching food, or moving.
Examples:
A squid's tentacle. Posterior tentacle. The police caught the fugitive criminal in the tentacles of an expanded investigation.
Nutritional.
Of or relating to the substance required by the body to maintain health and growth.
Examples:
Nutritional supplement. Bit of nutritional yeast. The nutritional value of the food should be clearly labeled on the packaging.
Static.
Not moving or not capable of moving, not changing or not capable of changing.
Examples:
Static electricity. Static website. The static image on the screen took a lot of work to make out.
Breed.
To keep animals for producing offspring in a regulated manner.
Examples:
Breed horses. Breed suspicion. This animal breeds in northern latitudes.
Basin.
A natural depression or valley that is circular or oval on the surface of the earth, especially one that has water in it. A container with a bowl form that is typically used to hold food or liquids.
Examples:
Inland basin. The basin of the Great Salt Lake. Many of the lakes and marshes in the basin are mildly salty.
Toad.
A small, tailless amphibian with dry, warty skin and short legs, a person who is disliked or contemptible.
Examples:
Enormous toad. Toad in the hole. The horny toad sat on a lily pad, croaking in the moonlight.
Hardpan.
A compacted layer of soil or subsoil that is highly resistant to water penetration, resulting in poor drainage.
Examples:
Hardpan soil. Shallow hardpan. The geologist studied the hardpan layers in the rock formations to understand the region's geological history.
Desert.
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks.
Examples:
Desert basin. Oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Moisture.
Small amounts of liquid, especially water, that are present in or absorbed by a substance.
Examples:
Moisture level. Lot of moisture. My hair looks greasy because there is too much moisture in the air.
Vernal.
Pertaining to the season of spring, fresh, youthful, or new, relating to or associated with youth, enthusiasm, or growth.
Examples:
Vernal sunshine. Vernal flowers. The vernal equinox marks the beginning of spring.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
synchronize movements, synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Competitive.
Involving competition or competitiveness.
Examples:
a competitive price, competitive position. The mobile application industry is a competitive one.
Cooperative.
Involving doing something jointly or working with others to achieve a common goal.
Examples:
cooperative savings, fishing cooperative. We appreciate your cooperative efforts.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
apex predator, sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Owl.
A nocturnal bird of prey with large eyes, a facial disc, and typically a loud hooting call.
Examples:
a night owl, an owl hooted. The snowy owl is a large, white bird often seen in the Arctic.
Croak.
To make a hoarse sound, like a raven or frog, to make complaining remarks or noises under one's breath.
Examples:
start to croak. Don't croak on this festive occasion. Because of her severe cold, she could only croak.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
nation-state, a seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Naval.
Of or relating to ships, sailors, or the Navy.
Examples:
naval battles, naval base. The naval officer was responsible for the safety and well-being of the crew on his ship.
Jet.
A type of aircraft that is powered by one or more jet engines and can fly at high speeds, typically over long distances.
Examples:
private jet, commercial jet. The jet flew over the ocean at high speed, reaching its destination in hours.
Pilot.
A person who flies an aircraft, especially as a job, a person qualified to guide ships through a difficult area of water.
Examples:
a test pilot, pilot production. The pilot exercised great care in landing.
Exceed.
To surpass or go beyond a limit, expectation, or requirement, to be better or greater than anticipated or desired.
Examples:
exceed sales targets, exceed the speed limit. The athlete's performance exceeded all expectations, breaking a world record.
Pond.
A small, shallow lake.
Examples:
A garden pond. Pond water. The freshwater pond was home to many different types of fish and was a popular spot for fishing.
Mask.
To conceal something, noun, a covering that you wear over your face to hide it.
Examples:
Mask body odor. An oxygen mask. The politician tried to mask the corruption.
Flyby.
A close approach to a celestial body, especially a planet, by a spacecraft without landing or entering orbit.
Examples:
Flyby mission. A 5-plane flyby. The spacecraft will conduct a flyby of the moon to gather data.
Regain.
To get something back or recover something after it has been lost or taken away.
Examples:
Regain our reputation. Regain my health. After years of hard work, he finally regained his financial stability.
Synchronicity.
The simultaneous occurrence of seemingly unrelated events that are connected in a meaningful way, suggesting the presence of a deeper, more significant pattern or purpose.
Examples:
Synchronicity theory. Synchronicity effect. The occurrence of events in synchronicity is often taken as a sign of divine intervention.
Horned.
Having or bearing horns or horn-like projections, resembling the shape or appearance of a horn.
Examples:
Horned animal. Horned beetle. The ram stood proudly with its large, curved, horned head.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Beaver.
A large, semi-aquatic rodent with a wide, flat tail and webbed feet, noted for its ability to build dams and lodges.
Examples:
Beaver dam. An eager beaver. The mountain beaver built a dam to block the stream.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples.
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples.
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples.
Controversial book. Controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples.
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples.
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples.
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples.
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples.
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Warden.
A person responsible for the supervision and management of a particular place, such as a prison, a national park, or a university campus.
Examples.
Warden duties. Forest warden. The warden of the prison made sure that the inmates followed the rules.
Apparent.
Able to see or understand easily or clearly.
Examples.
Heir apparent. Apparent contradiction. This star is apparent to the naked eye.
Dynamite.
A powerful explosive made from nitroglycerin, typically used in construction and mining, something that causes strong, sudden reactions or changes.
Examples.
Dynamite-powered engine. Dynamite fishing. The sound of the dynamite explosion could be heard for miles.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Inconsolably.
Without being able to be comforted or relieved, in a way that cannot be consoled or comforted.
Examples:
Inconsolably sad. Inconsolably crying. After losing his beloved pet, he was inconsolably depressed for weeks.
Offspring.
Descendant, any immature animal or plant.
Examples:
Female offspring. Produce offspring. How many offspring does the average lion have?
Facet.
One of the many aspects or sides of a subject or situation, especially when seen from different angles or perspectives, a particular feature or characteristic of something.
Examples:
Facet to a question. Important facet. The different facets of his personality make him a complex individual.
Clarify.
To make something, such as a statement or situation, less confusing and more understandable.
Examples:
Clarify a goal. Clarify his feelings. The police tried to clarify the facts concerning her death.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Endow.
To give a quality, ability, or asset to a person or institution.
Examples:
Endow him with the power. Endow the scholarship. Some people believe that human is endowed with reason and capable of distinguishing good from evil.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal and the engine released a loud rev.
Quantifiable.
Able to be measured, expressed, or quantified in numerical or statistical terms.
Examples:
Non-quantifiable risk. Quantifiable results. The impact of the new policy will be quantifiable through measurable data.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Implicit.
Suggested but not directly expressed.
Examples:
Implicit bias. Give implicit consent. The implicit meaning behind his words was clear, even though he did not explicitly say it.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Spatial.
Of or relating space and the position, area, and size of things.
Examples:
Spatial ability. Spatial distribution. He carefully determined the spatial relations of every piece of the stage set.
Widen.
To become or make something broader, wider, more extensive.
Examples:
Widen in excitement. Widen a narrowed heart valve. He widened his investigation into a medical clinic.
Scope.
The range of one's perceptions, thoughts, or actions, or a subject that.
Examples:
Scope of a project. Have broad scope. The scope of human thought is diverse.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
Envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Jaguar.
A large animal of the cat family that has a yellowish-brown coat with black spots, mainly found in parts of Central and South America.
Examples:
A wild jaguar. A female jaguar. Humans have developed the jaguar's habitat over several decades.
Growl.
To make a low, guttural sound, usually similar to that of an animal, expressing anger, agitation, or disapproval.
Examples:
Growl menacingly. Growl a command. The dog began to growl at the stranger approaching the house.